finally the brother man Mbuyiseni Ndlozi finally spoke his piece. I'm kind of glad the man was given an opportunity to speak for himself and say whatever he wanted to say, because for the longest time the EFF spokespersons, the EFF president, and everyone in the EFF was being forced to speak on behalf of the brother man. I'm glad the brother man spoke, and he's creating and writing his own history. So according to him, and I'll let you guys reflect on how he put it, he's saying he's leaving politics for good. Party politics, I mean. He's leaving party politics, whereby he's going to be in politics representing a certain party. He's going to be out there in academia. He's going to be out there. He's saying he want to build something for black people that the Afrikaners have built, like AfriForum. Good luck on that, but listen to him.
To the EFF, I've left party politics. EFF is a political party. I have handed over my resignation as a member, and it is because where I want to go and contribute, I can't hold a single party membership. But overall, I think that I've made my contribution, and I think that there are brilliant young men and women, old men and women as well, in the space that will continue in that category, as it were, of party politics. I think I'll contribute elsewhere in the remaining decades of my life.
That's the brother man's next move. So I'm kind of glad he was given an opportunity to speak for himself. And I'm kind of glad that this brother man is not going to the MK party. Like, yeah, the problem is that it's very difficult to trust politicians anymore, because many of them, they lack integrity, and many of them fight so bad to sustain the public sympathy and want to paint themselves as victims. Because we've seen it with plenty of people who always leave the EFF, and they get so much high praises for leaving the EFF, because the EFF is like number one enemy to almost everyone. So it's like it's not a shame, it's not a new thing to see people blaming Julius Malema for the moves made by individuals who decide to go and do their own things. It wouldn't be a shock if you started to see YouTubers doing videos blaming Julius Malema for Mbuyiseni Ndlozi leaving the EFF. It wouldn't be a shock. It wouldn't be a shock for everyone to try and justify it so bad and say it's the EFF's fault. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi is leaving, the EFF is dying. Don't be shocked when you hear people saying the EFF is dying because Mbuyiseni Ndlozi is leaving. It's something that happens when anyone leaves. Even if Megune Mpugani, that was forming part of the membership of the EFF, and then Leon Mpugani leaves the EFF, they would say the EFF is dying because the mosquito has left. So certain things are already predictable from the public, how they will act. We've seen the same reaction happen the same way, with different characters acting the same way against the EFF. It's so repetitive, this behavior from the public, to the point whereby you end up easily predicting it, and you don't take people serious. When someone leaves, they criticize the EFF. Hey, this thing trends. And it's worse with Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, because the brother man, his things are not trending, you know. Like, people are focusing on this whole thing of trying to protect the dignity of black people against the Afrikaners who are painting South Africa in a negative light. So the brother man Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, his resignation, it didn't get that traction. Like, you remember the traction Floyd got. And I believe even that small boy, Khanki Loya Skilogo, that boy's resignation or suspension, that boy was suspended. His suspension got more traction than you would imagine compared to Mbuyiseni Ndlozi's resignation. That's how much people are over these resignations. They are easily predictable by now. It's like the fighters are done, man. Fighters are like, whatever, man, just leave. So now we're focusing on Elon Musk and Julius Malema. We are focusing on protecting the dignity of South Africa against these people who are lying about our country. It's USA versus South Africa. We are focusing on that. Ndlozi bozoma. People are on that type of time now. But the brother man is gone. And may God bless him wherever he goes. As we won't mourn for Mbuyiseni Ndlozi leaving, it was easily predictable. We've made a lot of videos as telling people that, Yazin, I think we were wrong when we thought Mbuyiseni Ndlozi and Julius Malema were playing the public, trying to act like they're fighting. But in fact, it was a real thing. Then when we came to realize it was a real thing, we made up our own minds and we already predicted this is going to be the next move. The brother man is going to leave. Hopefully it doesn't say he was misled about something. The brother man went on, he said he was misled about the ANC. Now he's leaving party politics. Of course, he's going to be agreeing with a lot of different political parties. And there's nothing wrong with agreeing as long as something is right, you know. So, yeah, man. Shout out to the EFF. Viva to everyone who's still in the EFF. Everyone who's not going anywhere, including myself, Tina Silana. Tina, we don't follow individuals who think they are better than the party. Tina, we are here. They will insult us all they want. These people who claim to love Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. They're claiming to love Mbuyiseni Ndlozi because in them claiming to love him, they think they're gonna benefit the public sympathy of the EFF looking in shame, like, oh, the EFF's fault, Julius Malema's fault, he's arrogant, hey, they lost a leader. We've been hearing those things. They lost a good one. Like, he's no more an ice boy anymore to you guys. Wow. So much for people who call us young people who don't know politics, who don't know how to analyze. But they are the first ones to switch on someone and love someone just because the only benefit many of these people who are supporting Mbuyiseni, and I'm talking about people who are outside the EFF. I'm talking about people out there who are celebrating Ndlozi. Hey, the brother man, finally you're out. These people, they only love him because they get to validate their hatred to the EFF. So things like this, people like this is already predictable, you know. And it's easy for people who leave the EFF to fall victim to such things. And like, nah, bro, can't cry for Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, man. Like, me, I would never do that. I can't be crying for Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. I can't be blaming the EFF leadership for Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. It's done. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi is done. He spoke, yeah. People are gonna outcry and outburst emotionally now. After 2 days, it's done. We are focusing on other things, like deal about Fetu. The chapter is closed. The brother man is out. Bye-bye, Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. This is me. Whoever thinks otherwise, that's you. Thank you very much.
To the EFF, I've left party politics. EFF is a political party. I have handed over my resignation as a member, and it is because where I want to go and contribute, I can't hold a single party membership. But overall, I think that I've made my contribution, and I think that there are brilliant young men and women, old men and women as well, in the space that will continue in that category, as it were, of party politics. I think I'll contribute elsewhere in the remaining decades of my life. To the EFF, I've left party politics. EFF is a political party. I have handed over my resignation as a member, and it is because where I want to go and contribute, I can't hold a single party membership. But overall, I think that I've made my contribution, and I think that there are brilliant young men and women, old men and women as well, in the space that will continue in that category, as it were, of party politics. I think I'll contribute elsewhere in the remaining decades of my life.